Welcome, students. We are discussing the play If I Were You. In the previous part, we have seen that there was a conversation between Gerard and Intruder. In the beginning of the play, we find Gerard, who is busy in talking. He was making phone call to someone. After that, he started packing. In the meantime, there was a sound which was noticed by Gerard. The sound was produced by another person who entered Gerard's cottage silently. Another person was similar to Gerard. He has a revolver in his hand. After that, conversation began between Gerard and Intruder or another man. Intruder tried to make Gerard afraid, but Gerard did not show a sign of anxiety on his face. Contrary to the situation, Gerard was trying to help Intruder in completion of his sentences. For example, he has used the term nonchalantly. Intruder was upset. Intruder was angry because what was the expectation of Intruder? It was not happening. Situation was not in his control. He wanted to make Gerard afraid, but he failed. Gerard never showed the sign of fear on his face, a sign of anxiety on his face. After that, you see, Gerard asked several questions to Intruder, and Intruder also asked several questions to Gerard. He wanted several things about Gerard. Nothing. See, Gerard, anything you like, whatever you want to ask from me, I can give the answer. I know all the answers. Gerard, addressing to Intruder, he says that I know the answer. Whatever you want to ask, you can ask. I give the answer. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not. So Gerard says that you are comfortable, but I am not comfortable. So I want to change my position. I want to sit comfortably. After that, I can give the answer of all questions which you want to ask. Intruder, addressing to Gerard, says, sit down there. And no funny business. Means don't show your cleverness here. You directly give the answer of the questions which are asked. Motions to a chair, so Gerard was moving the chair in order to sit there comfortably and sits himself on the divan by the back. So Gerard has taken his position. Now then, we will have a nice little talk about yourself. So Intruder says that I want to talk about yourself. I want to know about yourself. Gerard says, at last, a sympathetic audience. I will tell you the story of my life. Gerard says that you are a sympathetic audience. You want to know about me, and I will tell you about myself. I will tell you the story of my life. I will tell you. Now, Gerard begins the story of his life. How, as a child, I was stolen by the gypsies. Now, Gerard started narrating his story. He says that he had been stolen by gypsies when he was a child. Gypsies here means a person who doesn't have permanent house or fixed place, who moves from one place to another place. That is called gypsies. And why at the age of 32 I find myself in my lonely Essex cottage? How? Dot dot. So here Gerard has given a short description about himself. He said that when he was a child, he was stolen by gypsies, and after 32, or at the age of 32, he finds himself lonely here in this place, that is Essex Cottage. So, here in the beginning, we come to know a small cottage, and here we come to know what is the name of the cottage, that is Essex Cottage. Now, Gerard says that he is living in this Essex cottage quite alone at the age of 32. In his childhood, he had been stolen by gypsies. So, in this part, we have seen that general conversation took place between Gerard and Intruder. Intruder wanted to know about Gerard, and Gerard was ready to tell or narrate the story of his life. In the beginning of the story, he says that he had been stolen by gypsies, and at the age of 32, he is living lonely in Essex Cottage. Now, Intruder says, keep it to yourself. I don't have any interest in your past life. Just answer my question. You live here alone? Intruder says that my question is, do you live here alone? So you give the answer of this question directly. Don't talk in a round manner. I don't have any interest in your past life. Who had stolen you? You tell me only, do you live here alone? Well, do you? Gerard, I am sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. Now again Gerard says that, addressing to Intruder, that you are not asking, you are telling me. The way in which Intruder replied, according to it, Gerard feels that Intruder is not asking, Intruder is saying that Gerard is living here alone in Essex Cottage. A question of inflection. Your voice is unfamiliar. Your voice doesn't show that you have a desire to ask the question. The tone of your voice doesn't show that you are in a state to ask question. Inflection here means a change in the modulation of voice. So what is the simple question of Intruder? Do you live here alone? So instead of saying this, Intruder is saying, you live here alone? Well, do you? So Gerard says, no, you are telling me, you are not asking me. Your voice doesn't show that you are asking me question. You are giving your statement. Intruder with emphasis. Now this time emphasis. Do you live here alone? Tell me. Intruder this time with emphasis on his question, he says, do you live here alone? Gerard. And if I don't answer, then what will you do? If I don't give you answer, then what will you do? Intruder, you have got enough sense not to want to get hurt. Intruder says that, oh Gerard, if you don't answer, then I can hurt you. And you have good sense. That's why you don't want to be, you don't want to get hurt. I don't want to hurt you. And you have a good sense. Gerard, I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think, mister? I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain in the mere desire to do so. I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. So Gerard is saying, when you give pain to someone, there is less effort, there is need of less good sense. But when you try to avoid the pain, this activity means avoiding of the pain requires a lot of good sense. So Gerard is saying that whenever you want to avoid any pain, then you need good sense. But when you want to give pain to other, it requires less good sense. So that was the general talking of Gerard, intruder. And Gerard wants to know the name of intruder. Intruder says, never mind my name. I like yours better, Mr. Gerard. So don't ask my name. I like your name. Your name is Mr. Gerard. What are your Christian name? Now you tell me what your Christian names. Here Christian names means when the child is baptized, then the name is given. That is called Christian name. So here intruder is asking the Christian name of Gerard. Gerard says Vincent Charles. So Vincent Charles is the baptized name of Gerard. Intruder, do you run a car? Gerard says, no, I don't run a car. Intruder says, no, that is a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. Don't tell a lie. Addressing to Gerard, intruder says, don't tell a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. Intruder says that I am smarter than you. I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. Better be careful, wise guy. So here intruder is saying that don't tell a lie. I know that you know how to drive a car. You are telling a lie. Don't think that you are dealing with a fool. I am smarter than you. Gerard says, are you American? Now he changes the topic. Now here Gerard is trying to change the topic. Intruder is asking whether you run a car. He says no. But intruder says, no, I know that you run a car. Gerard says, are you American? Or is that merely a clever imitation? Are you American? Are you trying to copy or imitating American accent or American voice? Intruder, listen, this gun is no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. Intruder again warns or threatens Gerard that don't think that I have a gun. It is a toy. It is a real gun. This is not an imaginary gun. So I can hurt you without killing you and get my answers. So don't play with words. What I am asking, give the answer. Gerard, of course, if you put it like that, I will be glad to assist you. Gerard says, okay, I can help you. Yes, you ask the question. I will help you. And I feel happy to help you. I am pleased to assist you. So you may ask, yes, I do possess a car. It is in the garage around the corner. Gerard says that, okay, I don't drive a car. But intruder says, no, I know that you drive a car. Gerard says that, are you American? He says, no. Because with the tone of intruder, it shows that he is an American. Gerard is saying, are you imitating American accent? Intruder says, don't think that I have a toy gun. It is a real gun. I can hurt you and get the answer of my questions. At this point, Gerard says that I will help you. I will feel happy to assist you. You may ask the question. I do possess a car. I have a car. Intruder, that's better. Do people often come out here? Second question was asked by intruder. Do people often come out here? Gerard says, very rarely. Surprisingly, few people take the trouble to visit me. Gerard says, people do not come to meet me, do not come to this cottage, Essex cottage. Some people visit me regularly. He has given the name who visited him. There is a baker used to come, the greengrocer, of course, and then there is the milkman also, quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself. So Gerard is saying that you have an interest to meet me, that's why you have come. Otherwise, no one used to come here. Who comes to Gerard's cottage? Baker, greengrocer, and milkman used to visit him. But you have an interest, that's why you come here. Addressing to intruder, Gerard says that it is you who have an interest in me, that's why you come here. Otherwise, only 2 or 3 people used to come to me regularly, and he had given the name also, that is baker, greengrocer, and milkman. Intruder: I happen to know that you never see tradespeople, merchant people. So this was another question asked by intruder. So in this part we have seen that intruder is trying to know the answer of his questions, and Gerard was replying in a round manner. He didn't reply straightforward manner. He replied, but in a round manner. He is using his good sense. And Gerard says that good sense is required to avoid pain. But when you want to give pain to anyone, it requires less good sense. So at this point, he said, threatened Gerard that don't think that I have a toy gun. It is a real gun. If you don't reply, then I will hurt you without killing you and get my answer. So yeah, he says, okay, you can ask any question, I will give the answer. So that is the part which we have discussed. तो इस पार्ट में हम देखते हैं कि किस तरह से जेरार्ड और इंट्रूडर के बीच कन्वर्सेशन आगे बढ़ती है. इंट्रूडर जो है जेरार्ड के बारे में जानना चाहता है और जेरार्ड उसको अपनी लाइफ के बारे में बताता है कि जब वो छोटा था तो वो चुरा लिया गया था जिप्सीज़ द्वारा, नोमैड्स के द्वारा, और इस एज पे 32 एज पे वो क्या है अकेला एसेक्स कॉटेज में रह रहा है. इसके बाद इंट्रूडर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछता है, क्या तुम यहाँ अकेले रहते हो? कहता है हाँ, यहाँ अकेले रहते हैं. फिर पूछता है, क्या तुम कार चलाते हो? बोला नहीं. वो बोला नहीं, मैं जानता हूँ, आई नो दैट यू हैव अ कार, यू नो हाउ टू ड्राइव. देन जेरार्ड सेज यस, आई हैव अ कार बट इट इज़ इन द garage for the whole time. Then after intruder inquires who used to come to meet you. Then Gerard says that very less people used to come. Sometimes milkman, then greengrocer. These people used to visit whom? Gerard. तो जेरार्ड से इन लोग मिलने आते हैं, मिल्कमैन हैं, ग्रीन ग्रोसर हैं, ये लोग आते हैं लगातार. फिर जेरार्ड थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ता है, उसको बताता है नहीं, आप जैसे लोग भी कभी कभी आते हैं जो मुझसे मिलने के इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं. सो दैट इज़ द थिंग विच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. बेकर, ग्रीन ग्रोसर एंड मिल्कमैन उससे लगातार मिलने आते हैं. और आगे उसने कहा कि आप जैसे लोग भी जो मुझ में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं वो भी क्या हैं, मुझ में विजिट करते हैं. ओके, थैंक यू.